Hello, my name is Mark and welcome to I Am Organic Gardening. Today I'm going to show you how you can build a simple, easy, cheap raised bed to grow your potatoes and peas in, because I want you to grow as much food as you can this year, again to fill up your own home supply and to even have seed potatoes left over for next year. And this simple design using a cardboard box is going to help you achieve that, because you're going to save all the other garden space that you have right now to grow other more important vegetables. Potatoes are the easiest thing to grow, and I'm just going to show you a couple simple steps and they're going to be fantastic for you and you're going to have a bountiful harvest. So a couple of things we need before we start is we need our seed potatoes, and I would suggest you, and that's why I'm doing this video early, this is just a demonstration how to do it. Now I want you to go out there and look for seed potatoes online or in your local farmer's market, whatever you can find them. They're in high demand this year and they're going to be sold out very quickly. So again, I'm showing you this in advance so you can buy them now before they get sold out, and that you can plant up something extra in your garden by just using that cardboard box, and that's going to be our raised bed. We have our sugar snap peas that we're also going to put in there too, our used coffee grounds that I've been saving in my house, and we have our seed potatoes. Now, it doesn't matter what variety you have because you can always harvest them early. And the box size here in the background, that's about a foot wide and about a foot and a half long. And we can probably plant 2 or 3 potatoes in there. And the most important thing is, from this point to this point, it has to be at least 8 inches high or 8 inches deep. You're going to fold the bottom of the box up forward towards the top, and then you're going to place this down like so. And it's going to be open to the ground. Now you're going to place 2 or 3 potatoes at the base like so. I only have 2 right now. Now potatoes only root from the top up, so you don't have to worry about anything on the bottom so much per se. You should have like maybe an inch of soil underneath that's light and loamy so the water drains through. But everything from this area upwards is where the potato grows. And the eyes facing upwards or anything else either. The eyes on the bottom of the potato, I don't cut them in half or anything else either. They also will only root from the top upwards. They won't go downwards. So now we're going to add an inch of soil on top, like so, and just cover it. And at this point, we're also going to take some used coffee grounds and just lightly sprinkle them over top. And then about another inch of soil, like so. Then again, some used coffee grounds. And what this does, what the coffee grounds do, they keep the soil from compacting, because basically you did kind of a tillage system and disturbed everything, but you didn't disturb the microbes too much. And once everything's settled, the microbes will come back. But also too, you have food in there, organic food, meaning the coffee grounds, and that's a good stimulant to go in there. Now, if you don't have coffee grounds, you can take a couple of grass blades that are growing right now in your area, some grass clippings, not a lot, just a small handful. I mean, just something that can fit in the palm of your hand, and just put it in, like again, every inch or layer, and it will decompose and it will give those microbes back to the soil and also food for them. So we're going to repeat that process until we get to the very top. I want you to fill it to the soil level on top again. Another inch, like so. A couple of sticks in the way. Some coffee grounds again, just lightly sprinkle them. You don't need a lot. Probably for this whole box you only need about maybe say a cup full of coffee grounds. And we're going to put them on top, like again. Some more soil or compost that you have. Again, coffee grounds. And you get the idea, and we'll go all the way to the top. Now we have it filled all the way to the top, like so. Now we're going to add our sugar snap peas here, and we're going to go around just the edge of it, because when they grow, they're going to grow upwards and then fall over the box and hang like almost like a hanging basket. And then you can have sugar snap peas, or there's another way to eat sugar snap peas, is that first, let's say 7 inches of this growth on the top, once they get about a foot long, you can eat that whole piece of the sugar snap peas. You don't have to wait for the pods. You can eat it in a salad or anything that you wish to. So I'm just going to make a little ditch around here, around the sides, like so. And then I'm just going to sprinkle in some sugar snap peas, like so. Now, you have to worry about which way the direction your sun is going. The ones in the back here, let's say the sun's that way. Now, these in the back are going to do a little bit poorly, but I fill the whole thing in. You never know how things are going to grow. And plus, when the potatoes grow out and then grow up, it's going to be like a trellis, and sometimes the sugar snap peas will grow on top of the potato plant here. And then also too, which is nice about it, it's going to act like a self-acting trellis. And this is just so easy to do, and refill everything up like so. Now this top part, I don't want you to water that. You can water this immediately and it's going to sink down, and then add some more soil on top. And after you're done watering and it's settled a little bit, the best thing is what you got growing, what I mentioned the other day in the video, is that, let's say, purple dead nettle or henbit, you can just put a layer of that on top, and that's also going to increase the soil biology on top of the soil, because those materials that I'll show you in a second. So this particular plant is called henbit, and it's very common in my area, 6 feet we're growing. And you can see the spacing between, let's say, this area of flowers and this area of flowers, this area of flowers. Purple dead nettle does not do this, but henbit. So now what you can do is add this to the top. You don't want it to regrow or anything else too. What you can do, instead of the soil blowing away, is just peel this apart and act it as a mulch. Not too much, this is a little bit too much. Let's get rid of some of this. But just a little nice area, like so. And we can just keep that on top. And that's going to stop a lot of problems. And now we have a nice mulch layer that's going to heat up the soil. You have a raised bed. Now remember, I planted those potatoes at least 8 inches deep of soil on top. Now a lot of people, you'll see, they'll keep on adding layers and adding layers and adding layers. You do not have to do that. 8 inches has been used worldwide for the longest time and period to plant them deep once, leave them alone, let them grow, the foliage will come out, and you'll have a bountiful harvest. You don't have to keep layering them, nor do you have to cut them in half or let them grow a little bit. Just plant them in the ground like they do all the time in nature, and they will be fine. Now, one of the advantages of growing them in a container or raised bed, or actually in a box ahead of time, is that I will plant up, let's say, 200 or 300 pounds of potatoes in a large acre on my farm here, and I'll do like a mounding method. But on this side here, on both sides, I will get a lot of weeds growing. So when you grow them inside a raised bed or in this box method here, that you will not have that problem, because the soil is not exposed. Plus, they will retain moisture longer than in that raised bed on your right hand side. That's just a natural mound. This is just a simple design you can use to add to your garden very quickly. Again, it's free of charge. You don't have to worry about building other things. You can expand your garden, again, to grow more food this year. And I hope this is very helpful for you to use. Again, everything's biodegradable and it will last a season. Now, you can use any potato you wish to buy. You can harvest them early. As soon as you see them flowering is a great time to start digging for them. Or in this case, if you want to, it's almost like a package. What you can do in here is just lift up that raised box, and then you can just use your hands and pull those potatoes out. It's that simple and that easy also to use this as a method for growing potatoes for now and in the future. I want to thank you very much for watching today's video. Give it a big thumbs up, or like it, and share it as much as you can. And I will see you again with another video in the future. Thanks. Bye. Have a great gardening day.